everybody, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Terrell.
My name is Brendan.
And we are
BNT Reacts, and today we are checking out Food Theory. Will Masterchef Gordon Ramsay fail? This is Food Theory. I don't.
All right, so this is like
theorist.
Food theorist. Sorry. So he does. I didn't realize he does Food Theory as well. Matt Pat. Yeah, I know this is Matt Pat. I didn't realize he did Food Theory as well. I knew he did Game Theory and like movie and TV show theories, but we didn't realize he did Food Theory. But this is definitely excited to check this out. Interested to check this video out. It was trending. We wanted to check it out, y'all.
I don't understand. Like,
yeah, like what is he failing at? Like the MasterChef competition or like just like a cooking competition? Because Gordon Ramsay, y'all be watching his shows. We be watching Hell's Kitchen, y'all. He don't be holding back. Like,
yeah.
he be getting like
he's just like what is this?
He be going in on them people for nothing. Like,
he's so good.
So I'm definitely interested to see if he will fail at like an actual cooking show. That'll be an interesting cooking show.
I don't know if it's like him failing. Maybe it's like his persona in the show because I know he's on MasterChef.
Yeah, we don't know. But let's get into it.
What are you? A relatively new YouTube channel dedicated to theorizing about food, Chef.
Oh, this is a new...
We've already explored the game and film verticals, so I thought this would be a fun new arena to nerd out about. I feel like that's a pretty effective explanation. Stop looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot sandwich.
Shout out to Matt Pat, though. He works hard in these videos.
Oh, yeah.
And they all are, like, top production.
The Flay man, oh my gosh, yes.
This will be interesting. This is an interesting YouTube, though.
Hello,
like, food.
Welcome
like,
to Food Theory, where the secret ingredient is, and has always been, inside you all along. Just kidding, you idiot sandwiches. Today we're digging into the long-standing feud between two tough-talking celebrity chefs. In the blue corner, we have...
Who was that?
Flay.
Oh, Bobby Flay. They had a feud?
Chef
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
What is he... Don't stand...
Sir, what are you doing? Sit down.
He's not a chef. You know, after finishing, he stood up on the cutting board. That's not right. Cutting boards and knives are sacred to us.
And in the red corner is Gordon Ramsay, host of many reality cooking shows and prime candidate for anger management class.
I'm Team Ramsay. I'm Team Ramsay.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Challenging one another to a head-to-head Iron Chef-style cooking contest. It all began when Gordon Ramsay made this comment in an interview with Men's Journal. Quote, I laugh when they say, let's see if he's a real chef. Let's get him up against Bobby Flay on Iron Chef. I'm like, do me a favor, come on. I've forgotten more than he's known. The next day, Bobby Flay responded to Gordon on Twitter, quote, disappointed but noted. Let's settle this like men in the kitchen. No words, just knives.
Ooh, Bobby Flay said, what's up? Pull up.
At Bobby Flay's Mesa Grill in Las Vegas, and Flay wasn't there.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay actually pulled up.
Since 2013, the two chefs have been going back and forth in discussion like two middle-aged hype beasts.
Oh, Bobby, you looking a little... You talking the talk, but you ain't walking the walk.
Ramsay, and Ramsay blames it on Flay.
You may not have heard of him, but his name's Bobby Flay.
Meanwhile, Flay claims to be interested in a pay-per-view event, saying, quote, I've been hoping it would happen outside of Caesar's Palace.
No, I'm not paying to see nobody cook against each other. That's serious.
Very telling to me because after 7 years of dangling this matchup in front of their fans, it's beyond obvious that this whole will they, won't they song and dance is straight out of the pay-per-view event handbook that boxers have been using since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Has he signed the contract yet? Absolutely not.
Dana, if you're watching, Carl Pass.
They draw it out so you can want it even more and more, and then when they finally do it, they get more money.
What they're doing is typical pre-fight chatter for any level of boxing, and I do mean any level.
KSI, sign the contract.
I wouldn't want to fight me either.
So what's a YouTube?
Are they still beefing?
Really wants this fight to happen to do? Should I make a video to add to the hype, or should I make a video to end the hype? Because if you ask me, it's time to poke the bear and see if we just can't make this Ramsay versus Flay cook-off happen already. Now, the way I see it, prize-fighting problems require prize-fighting solutions, which is why today I'm going to do what they did in the 28th best boxing movie ever made, Rocky Balboa, and carry out a Ramsay versus Flay simulation.
Computer says Rocky Balboa would be triumphant.
It brought Rocky and Mason Dixon to the ring, so I figure it's worth a shot. Ramsay or Flay don't like the results of our little simulation here today. Well, you know what they have to do. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. So, in an Iron Chef style, which of these two chefs would win? It's
Let's see who's gonna win.
To answer, because we're not just determining who's the better chef. We're determining who would win an Iron Chef-esque competition show that tests not only chefing abilities, but also a litany of other competition skills like strategy and improvisation. Because remember, the hook of Iron Chef is that a secret ingredient gets sprung on the contestants at the top of the episode, at which point both
I've never seen Iron Chef.
It's multi-course meal that spotlights said ingredient.
What is that?
So in order to dominate on Iron Chef, you have to overcome in-game obstacles that you simply wouldn't encounter in an actual kitchen. If chef credentials...
So it's like, no, you can't like have a recipe already ready.
Easily the most renowned restaurant rating system in the world. Earning even a single Michelin star could be a career-defining event for a chef, because it takes a remarkable amount of culinary
so he got 3.
for a restaurant to earn even 1 Michelin star, let alone the highest possible 3 stars. There's an estimated 15 million restaurants in the world, and just 137 of them hold 3 stars right now. And not only that, but the list of Michelin star restaurants is ever changing. So you have to stay on top of your game year in and year out if you wish to keep your Michelin star.
Oh, really?
Chefs, both Ramsay and Flay have earned Michelin stars, but this is no neck-and-neck horse race, my friends. Gordon Ramsay's restaurants have accumulated 16 Michelin stars in all, currently holding 7. Bobby Flay has earned 1 and currently holds 0. So it's safe to say that Ramsay has been remarkably successful.
I'm ready to say, yeah, he's keeping his up to date.
As a critically acclaimed chef. And that's honestly really impressive, because most chefs have to pick one or the other. Just ask Guy Fieri.
I like Guy Fieri.
Similarly, there's the matter of training. After all, an Iron Chef-style competition is bound to test a chef's ingenuity and breadth of cultural knowledge. So whose culinary background is more robust, Flay or Ramsay? Well, Bobby Flay got his first restaurant gig as a teenager through his father, who was a partner at the Joe Allen restaurant in Manhattan.
He looked different.
The restaurant's owner so much that he paid Bobby's tuition to the then-new French Culinary Institute.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Gordon Ramsay studied French cuisine in, France, where he worked with Michelin-starred chefs Guy Savoy and Joël Robuchon. Ramsay then studied Italian cuisine in the Mediterranean. Meanwhile, back in
Ramsay just was going all over.
For a period of time to work on the floor of the American Stock Exchange, then took a position as a chef working for famed restaurateur Jonathan Waxman at Bud and Jams, where Flay became an expert in Southwestern and Cajun cuisine. As for Ramsay, he moved back to London and worked at numerous Michelin-starred restaurants in a variety of roles.
So Ramsay just started from the top, and he's been there ever since.
So Flay's training is nothing.
Flay got it. I mean, he had to like work his way up.
Stack up to the worldly Michelin star infused training that Gordon Ramsay enjoyed. This round has to go to Ramsay as well.
Yeah.
So right now it might feel like we're piling on old Bobby Flay. It's true, he doesn't have the pedigree or critical acclaim of Gordon Ramsay, but remember, that's not what we're here deciding.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter.
Which chef would win head-to-head in a competition-style TV show. And Bobby Flay has more high-level experience as a cooking contestant than pretty much anyone else on the planet. Simply put, competition cooking shows are what Bobby Flay does. At this stage in his career, Bobby Flay doesn't need to be putting himself out there as a competitor, risking defeat, subjecting himself to criticism in front of millions of people. And yet, he competed on Iron Chef America for 12 seasons, long after he had it made as a
he got way more experience.
Food author and Food Network host. 20 years after climbing onto his cutting board on Iron Chef, Bobby Flay has competed in and won more episodes of Iron Chef America than anyone else by far. To clarify, Flay only holds those records for Iron Chef America, by the way, not the entire Iron Chef franchise. There are some absolute beasts on the OG Japanese show, like Chef Hiroyuki Sakai and Chef Chen Kenichi, with more appearances and wins than Flay. I love those guys, by the way. I grew up watching Iron Chef Japan. Oh, it's so good. Hiroyuki Sakai is like my culinary hero. Anyway, when it comes to experience as both a competitor
I want to check it out.
A host of competition cooking shows, few can match Flay's career. Of course, Gordon Ramsay isn't exactly a stranger to cooking competition format. He hosts a whole slew of them. But you see, Gordon Ramsay merely adopted the culinary competition format. Bobby's career was born in it, molded by it. Bobby Flay didn't see the glimmer of a Michelin star until he was already a man. By then, it was nothing to him but blinding. So it basically boils down to this, right? Ramsay is the culinary expert. Flay is the competition expert. So where does that leave us? Which skill set is more valuable?
Then Flay will win because it's all about the competition.
Well, here's the twist, my friends. I'd love to stand here and tell you that Iron Chef is a true test of a chef's on-the-fly ingenuity and spur-of-the-moment creativity. I would love to tell you that the contestants have no clue what the secret ingredient is going to be, but as is often the case with so-called reality television,
they do.
Stage than you might think. In 2000,
oh, well, then it goes to Ramsay.
And uncovered this about the secret ingredient reveals on Iron Chef America. Quote, it turns out the chefs do know in advance, kind of. Before the show, they're told the secret ingredient could be one of 3
Oh,
items.
okay.
From a production standpoint, this is done because the show has to stock each competitor's kitchen with the correct ingredients prior to taping. So not only do the chefs have plenty of time to practice, and
yeah, they can have multiple recipes
then. But they can also guess exactly what the secret ingredient is going to be the moment they arrive on set, based on what ingredients are waiting for them in the kitchen.
True,
so
very true.
Improvisation is no longer a factor here. It really seems to take away the edge that Bobby Flay had going for him. After all, if you take away the invent a new recipe on the fly aspect of the show, it really just becomes a show that's testing exactly what it means to be a chef.
Yeah.
Can you familiarize yourself with an ingredient in the comfort of your home long before any cameras start to roll? Can you deal with the pressure once the cameras are on? Can you effectively lead a team of cooks with a limited amount of time? I mean, these don't sound like the rules to a show called Iron Chef. They sound like the rules to a show called actually running a restaurant. So in light of the fact that Iron Chef is a weirdly accurate test of what it means to be a chef, and in light of the fact that the show is judged by knowledgeable food critics, it seems fair to assume the man regarded by most critics to be the better chef is the one who would win a competition, Gordon Ramsay. Now, this isn't to say that Flay has no chance
That's
at all.
what I was saying,
After all, we're going heavy on the boxing analogies this episode, and a given
it would be close, but like still.
Chance, if the secret ingredient winds up lending itself to Southwestern or Cajun cuisine, for instance, then Bobby Flay is obviously at an advantage because that's his specialty. But we have to play the odds here. Gordon Ramsay has more areas of expertise and has proven himself to be favored by food critics. The computer says Gordon Ramsay would be triumphant. I imagine Bobby Flay isn't going to like hearing this. And you know what? I'm glad, because that's the point of all of this, to annoy him, to nod him so much.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Signs the contract. Frankly,
sign the contract.
Makes Gordon Ramsay angry too, because let's face it, it's super entertaining to watch him get mad.
Yes, it is. It is very entertaining.
Nothing fancy, maybe just something like, this crostata is so half-baked it could be one of your theory episodes. I don't know. Heck, I'd settle for a simple donkey.
You donkey! Donkey!
So what do you say, chef?
He be going in on them people, y'all.
Because after 7 years, it's high time we... But hey,
they do all that?
Just a theory. A food theory. Thanks for watching, Internet. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Unless, of course, you're an idiot.
Alright, so that's all of the video. Yes, shout out to Matt Pat on this food theory in the channel. Shout out to you, Matt Pat. I enjoyed it.
Oh gosh.
What did you think of this video? This food theory.
It was interesting. I didn't know what it was gonna be like, because it was just like it gets weird to think like a video just about like Gordon Ramsay or like food.
Yeah.
But like it was like it is interesting to like pit them against each other. Like I never really even thought of it before. Like I guess I've just been living under a rock. I mean, it does make sense though, but I think it would be really close. But Iron Chef, how Iron Chef works is like there's like a normal, well, like just not like a celebrity chef, and then there's like a panel of celebrity chefs and they pick one to go against, and then they get the secret ingredient, and then they both have like an hour or whatever to make like a course or whatever with it, like with their team of chefs. But it is really interesting to think, because like Gordon Ramsay definitely does have like the credentials, but I feel like he's usually like the judge in a lot of shows, where Bobby Flay still like challenges people. So like it's interesting to see like who would.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, this was a very interesting video, by the way, like you said. This title though, it was definitely kind of like, the title was kind of like not very like specific on what the video was gonna be about, so I understand why you were kind of like, okay, what is this video gonna be about?
Yeah.
But going like for a couple seconds into the video, we were like, okay, we got it right away. So again, shout out to Matt on this new channel of his. But it definitely is interesting, because even though I feel like at first I was like, I was like, Gordon Ramsay is gonna win just because of like knowledge wise and like culinary wise. He like numbers wise, stat wise, he is more like. He's more experienced. Yeah, he's like more expert. But then he was explaining it about Bobby Flay, and I was like, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. How the whole competition works. Then Bobby Flay will win, because it's all about really just on the spot. But then I was thinking about it, and as soon as I was thinking about it, he said it. I was like, a lot of these reality shows are set up. Like a lot of times, a lot of reality shows, like 95% of the reality shows are set up. So like, you know, like things in advance. You may pretend like you don't know, but you know, or you have some type of idea. So then again, it just like it's all even like Battlefield. When you go back to it, Gordon Ramsay will win. And also, you can't really say he doesn't have experience, because even though he's a judge, he does still he's still like kind of cooks and like moves around in Hell's Kitchen a lot.
So
like he still cooks and he does a lot on his own. So I was like, yeah, you gotta get this to Gordon Ramsay because his not only he has experience, but he also just has the knowledge. And the talk, he got to talk to he got to talk to back it up. What am I trying to say? He
has the actions to back his words.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Like he can talk smack, but like he can back it up.
Yeah, he can talk the talk. And he pulled up too. He was like, "Where you at, Bobby Flay? I'm at your restaurant. What's up?"
Yeah, that honestly, like I would be like, "Are you scared?"
But I'm not paying no money to see nobody cook against each other. That's too much.
Yeah.
Y'all don't pay no money to see nobody cook. No pay-per-view. That's too much. But all right, y'all. That is all for this reaction. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button and comment down below for more reaction requests. Make me more videos from food theory or anything like this, and we'll react to it.
And make sure to follow us on our social medias, Instagram and Twitter.
We gotta watch Hell's Kitchen after this because now I want to see him yell at people.
I know, he's so funny. Oh my gosh, he doesn't hold back.
He be going.
He literally is like,
y'all, he be going.
Something's wrong. He turns around. He's like, "Who did this? Out. Bye." Like, you don't even give him a chance. He's like, "I'm done."
But alright, y'all, that is all for this reaction, and we're out.
Bye.
Bye.